Hello everyone, happy Saturday. Oh, let me turn this copyrighted music down, right? So today is, I guess it's gonna be a little fun day. So I'm probably not gonna film as much in half price books because I'm taking, you wanna say hey?
Oh, hey.
I'm taking Emmanuel to the computer museum to do something a little fun to get him out of the house because he is homeschooled. So he's home by himself. Well, not by himself. He's literally with my mother he's at home with my mom because he's homeschooled, which that's a whole nother story time. But so to get him out the house on my good pay weeks, I try to do something with him in the community so I can get him out of the house. I'm just really trying to research some things he could do during the week, like when I get off, but of course it would have to be really late in the evening. But anyway, so I decided since the computer museum excuse me, the computer museum is actually out here in Marietta. So it's pretty close by half price books, and they don't open till 12. They're open from 12 to 5, Wednesday through Sunday. And I think it's $12 for him, $18 for me. And I was on the internet just researching some things for like different types of events that they have for children that are on the spectrum. And then that's how I found this particular, I guess, place in the community. So it's called the Computer Museum. So if you live up here in Atlanta, it seems really cool. The tickets are, I mean, they're really inexpensive. So, and I love museums. So that's one thing that y'all probably don't know about me. I absolutely love museums. Anything that's knowledgeable and educational, I'm really down for it. But I love museums. I think my favorite museum that I've ever been to was the Titanic Museum when I went out of town. So was it? Yeah, I think the Titanic Museum, that was like my favorite. But also the Pirate Museum in St. Augustine was one of my favorites because I'm from Florida. So but anyway, so half price books was literally up here. It's like 20 minutes from the museum, and they don't open till 12. I guess where we're going, inside of there, because if you live in Atlanta, you already know it takes 5 hours to get somewhere that only take you 30 minutes. So I literally had to leave at 9, and I just got here at 10:14 when the place was only like 35-40 minutes away. So that lets y'all know how the traffic is. But anyway, so let's go in there. But before I go in there, I was sent, y'all, I'm sorry for my leaky eye, but I was literally sent a coupon from BookOutlet.com for my birthday, but I didn't use it because they were running a buy 4 get 1 free sale. Basically, buy 4 books, get the 5th free on their website. But I just thought, let me go to the bookstore first to see if I see them. I think my coupon has expired because it said expires in 30 days. And I think it's expired. And I happened to just see that I had a coupon, but it's completely expired. So it was going to give me 15% off. So I was like, oh, well, it's expired. So before I order the books on half price, before I order the books on Book Outlet, I'm gonna come to the bookstore to see if I actually see the books first. And then, y'all know what, when I was on Pango, every book that I wanted on Book Outlet, they had on Pango. So I was thinking like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I totally forgot about Pango because thrift books was still too much. So I was like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about Pango. And then, so I was like adding the books to the cart, right? Y'all, I got to check out. I think I added 8 books to the cart. So, I'm thinking, oh, it's only 30, y'all, I'm thinking, oh, it's $33. So I think I just was unaware of how Pango actually works. So I was thinking like they're gonna charge you like a flat fee for shipping. Y'all, I know I'm probably talking funny. Like, I literally bit my lip 4 times in the same place this week. So my lip is like swollen over here. But so forgive me if I'm talking like a little funny, but because I could barely like talk right here. So if y'all see my lip, like, yeah, it's a little funny. But anyway, so I'm thinking they charge you like a flat rate for shipping. So I go in there and I go to check out, and y'all, it was like $120. And I was like, and then so I had no idea that each person that you buy the book from charges you shipping. And then the shipping was ridiculous. Like, how you gonna sell a book for $3? Which I know, trust me, I de-stash all the time. So I do charge, when people buy things from me, I do charge them maybe like $5 for the shipping. But what I usually do is I usually charge people, say for instance, like if I sell a fountain pen or a notebook, I charge them $20 for the whole thing, which includes the shipping. So I don't have to charge them extra for shipping. So I may only make like a profit of like $8. You see what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, if you're going to charge me $6 for shipping and you're only charging me $2.50 or $3 for the book, you might as well just make the whole book like $15 or something like that. To me, that's just that makes more sense. Like, you need to just say, okay, it's gonna be $12 or $13 shipping included, because then you're thinking the book is like $3, and then when you get to check out, I'm like $120 for like 8 books. I was like, absolutely not. Like, I literally just exited out of Pango and was like, you know what? Either I'm sorry, but either I'm just gonna have to go to Book Outlet or just buy it on Amazon, because I'm like, by the time I pay $15 to have the book shipped to me, like $15 in total between the book and shipping, I might as well just buy a brand new book. And I'm just being serious about that. Because like, what is the point of buying a secondhand book and you paid like $15 for it? Because it was like books on there that I had, it was like $3 or $3.50, and then the shipping was like $9. And I was like, what? Y'all, it was crazy. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and get in half price books. Say something. You don't want to talk? What you gonna tell the people? What we doing today? You do know.
No, you didn't tell me.
I did tell you. Where are we going?
I don't know.
Okay, we're going to half price books. Say it.
We're going to
Half price books. Half price books. And where else? Computer museum. Y'all, I'm trying to teach them to be social. So it's work in progress. Okay, I love when they have the carts out here, because these be like the cheap ones that you can look at first. It's for like $1, $2. So these are like kids books, like YA and children's. Yeah, this looks like YA and children. Got some Mark Twain. Ooh, Huckleberry. Okay, yeah. Okay, I guess these out here they just set this out here, because that's $6.99. But this one's kind of spacious. I want this.
bestseller.
What is that?
It's a book I would read.
Oh, that is so cool, y'all. I absolutely love that. And I think those are new, man. Like, see this section? See this? That says new bestseller. So that means these are kind of pretty like newer books. Some of these may be newer books. So there are actually, I know people's probably gonna look at me like, you're talking to yourself, but there are actually a couple books that I'm actually specifically looking for, but I think they're more so like science fiction, fantasy. So y'all, I know I can't be the only one, but I love when books look like this. I don't know, it just gives me a sense of like culture and connection as far as like them being like really vintage and old. So like if you see these, I just absolutely love these. Like I love anything that's like antique. They're like antique books. I love that. They're playing like I heard this is really good. I was looking for one of these on Amazon. I think it was cheaper on Book Outlet. I think I got the second book in this series. Okay, so I did find one of the books that I was looking for. I wanted this. I've been looking for just like some fantasy books, but this book is $14.99 in here and it's $9 on Book Outlet. So I don't know if I want to get this or not, and it's secondhand. Maybe I'm being too picky. Y'all let me know if I'm being too picky, and then on Amazon, a new one is $11. I think it's like $11.
Here.
So I found one of the books now that I was getting on Book Outlet, and I found it in here for $13.99. But I really may get this one because this is a fantasy read by a Black author, and I want this book. It's hardcover, but I'm thinking like, who cares? I really want this. Oh, this is so pretty. I really want this. Been looking for this. We'll see. This was like a really super good book. Chevy Stevens. When it comes to Peter Swanson, definitely hit or miss. His endings be like wild. Oh, this is literally the first time I've seen a Shanora Williams book in here. Whoever sold this, wrong for that. You should never sell her books back, ever. This book is so good, y'all. If you're looking for like a really good psychological thriller, this is definitely like the author to go to. Shanora Williams, yes. This book, absolutely not. DNF. Patricia Cornwell, right by S.A. Cosby. But unfortunately, I have that book already. So, looking for Castillo. Okay, finally found fiction by Black authors. Lord Jesus, it took forever. Oh, they have James. I wonder how much it is. This book is really good. It's probably in the inside. It's $13.99. That's not bad for this. Oh, I literally just got this book for $2 at the Goodwill. Oh, I saw this book, $12.49. Shaughnessy on Shaughnessy's YouTube. She said this was really good. I think I want to get this. So, okay, so on the way to the computer museum, I saw a Marshall's. So we're gonna go in here at Marshall's because I want to see if they have any books. So let's go up in there. Okay. No, they just got Iron Flame. Well, I don't know what the rest of them is. You're going to have to find it. Okay. Got Bury My Bones in the Midnight Soil. How much is it in here? Okay. That's actually a good price. And this is all I see. And I see some Bridgerton books. But I'm not into Bridgerton. Let's see. Okay, I see books down here. Got The Housemaid's Secret. Christmas book. Twilight. Oh, Quicksilver. Oh, that's not bad. See some Karen Slaughter. That's $7.99. Look at that car. Oh, that is so cute. Oh my God. So look at, yo. Oh, I like that. It's a good price. In front of the poster?
Yeah.
I know.
That's the calculator.
I know, that's like really cool. I know.
Mickey Math. I wonder if they would still work.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm locked up too.
I thought you was taking pictures. I thought you was taking pictures for your grandma.
It's like an Android.
You guys first time to use this?
Yeah.
So there's some QR code. Spiel from the beginning if you
Okay, go ahead, yeah.
Sure, yeah. We're at the beginning of the personal computer timeline here, and as you might expect from us being at the beginning of a personal computer timeline, these machines are some of the earliest machines that we describe as personal computers, right? So, to be clear, computers existed before 1970, which is when the data point here came out, but a computer in that era was not a computer as we think of it today, where it's like a machine that goes on your desk and you type the keyboard, a single person is using it. A computer was this thing called a mainframe. You hear this term in the movies, you know, gotta hack the mainframe, but it doesn't mean anything nowadays. But back then, a mainframe was a computer, and a computer was this huge machine that filled like a room, if not a warehouse. Super expensive, so expensive that like a major company, a bank, a government institution, a university might have a single computer that they need to share among all of their employees. So how would you share the computer? Well, you'd share it with these things called terminals, right? A terminal was just a dumb keyboard and a screen that you could plug into these mainframe computers. You could plug lots of terminals into this single computer, and then everyone could sit down and actually use the computer through the terminal, right? So the idea that the folks at DataPoint had was, well, there's so many different kinds of computers and terminals, and each computer wants a slightly different sort of terminal or whatever. What if we could sell a single terminal that could pretend to be all the different kinds of terminals, so that you don't have to, make sure your terminal works perfectly with this computer, buy multiple different kinds of terminals to connect to multiple different kinds of computers. So they built the data point here. And the data point is able to pretend to be other kinds of terminals, right? And the way it does that is it has a processor in it that allows it to execute instructions that tell it how to pretend to be other kinds of terminals.
Wow.
And what their customers realized was, wait a minute, you don't have to use that processor to just pretend to be other terminals. You can execute whatever instructions you want on it, right? It has a processor, it has a memory, it has magnetic tape storage on the top, it has everything you need to be a computer. So why don't we just run code on it, like any code we want? And so sort of by accident, the data point became one of the first machines we can credibly describe as a personal computer.
Oh, this is so cool. Okay, thank you.
No problem. And I will say, for context, this machine sold for, adjusted for inflation, about $44,000 back in 1970. So it was not cheap. That's one of the reasons why there's some disagreement over, is this actually the first personal computer? Well, not only was it not sold as a computer, it also didn't really cost, it didn't really cost as much as the average person might be able to afford. And so there's a question: is it a personal computer? Is it something that's a higher tier?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Thank you so much. Look at these.
I don't think people think of the retro computer museum as like, that's who got You gotta go for the bank, you gotta go for like the fine art museum. You don't go for this place. So
Yeah.
no, they never had issues. And Steve Wozniak and some family members, they built these by hand. Cost $666.66 when it was new. I know, it's a bit weird. So around $3,000-$4,000 just from inflation today. This machine was innovative in that it was the first computer you could plug straight into a television and just use. So like all these previous machines, you had to buy lots of expensive equipment in order to interact with it. Like this computer terminal, like at the alternative, you have to buy a computer terminal and plug it into to the machine in order to use it, right? And computer terminals often cost more than the computer itself. No one had one. Everyone had a TV at the time, right? With this machine, you could just plug it straight into a normal TV, and you could actually use that instead. So it was a lot sort of more user-friendly in that sense. It still wasn't very user-friendly though, because this is what you got out of the box. This board, this is it. You didn't get a case, you didn't get a power supply, you didn't get a keyboard, you did not get anything. So people would actually end up building their own cases out of wood in order, just like that. Yeah. Would actually end up building their own cases out of wood just to have something to put the computer in. So on one hand, I think the first 50 of these, they didn't even bother to install the chips for you. They just gave them to you in a little bag and you could stick them in yourself. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, so it was, on one hand it was a step forward because you could plug it into your TV. On the other hand, it's still not very user-friendly because you need to basically build everything around it.
Right.
And make it a useful system. So.
I remember that phone. Yeah.
Oh. That's cool. I noticed some of these characters on the wall.
I want to take a picture on the wall.
Sesame Street. They got CPPL and RCVT controllers. Space Invaders. It has Lego hands. Like hands from Roblox. Taking a video team. What is that? Oh, it's one of those card punchers.
That's pretty cool.
Attention visitors of the British Museum. In 15 minutes,
Skip cutscenes back then.
That is so cool. They let you play. Oh, I want to play that.
No! This game's too hard.
People would go in and punch the holes and then the card would be read, okay? Now in order to create this card, I had to have a machine to do that. And it was called a key punch machine. This is the latest machine that IBM had, and it was in the 1960s. From then on, we used this until, like I said, 1980s and 90s, and that was it. And so they would punch information into this, and then read it into a machine to do something. It would read the card, then if you had a program, it would say, okay, what do I do with that information? And then it would maybe do a payroll, school break, report card, anything we were doing. But this is how we got information into a machine to do something. All right? Now, young man, with the information that you were putting into a punch card was numeric, not alpha. Because most of it was numeric. And so therefore they had and you've seen a keyboard with a keypad on the side. That was the whole purpose of that. It's a little bit different from that keyboard and your keyboard.
Well, there's no numbers. There's no power button.
There's no numbers?
Yeah.
Yes, there are. There's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh. There's no power button to turn it off.
Well, there's a switch right down here by my knee.
Oh.
That's your power button. Okay. Now, the reason that the numbers are there, because on your keyboard and on mine at my computer, they're up here, right?
Yes.
Most of the information that was used is numeric.
Oh.
So if an operator is keying, looking at a document and keying like this, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm looking at, this is what I got a key, but I've got I can do it much better with a keyboard. Have you ever seen a keyboard with a keypad on the side?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Me too.
That was the whole purpose of that keypad, because if you're doing all numbers, you can do it much more productive this way, right?
Yes.
So that's why this keyboard is like that. Every other thing, and don't worry about the blue keys, those are function keys that are used for this particular machine. So what I want you to do is press the feed key, just push it down once. Now press REG. So this card now is ready for you to start keying information in. So I want you to hold the numeric key down, which is right there, starting with 0. Go through the numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, all the way through 9.
Hey, where's that?
Then
Oh, okay.
Nice job. Now press the space bar twice. Now, I want you to do the alphabet. You don't have to shift anything. Just start with A and go all the way through Z. Can you see it pretty well? Or do I need to put some light on it?
All right, I'm fine.
All right. Press the space bar 2 times again.
Okay.
Now what I'd like you to do is type your first name, space, and your last name.
Okay.
You finished?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Flip the switch, just flip it up and release it.
All right.
Pull that out.
All right.
Now, if you look, it was the numbers, right?
Oh, yeah.
0 through 9. That was pretty easy. Now, if you look for the alphabet, it's kind of a pattern. You see the first 9 letters
Yeah.
is what we call a 12 punch up here. A 12 and a 1 is the letter A. That's I. And then over here is an 11 punch, J through R. Uh-oh, what happened here? Right there, what did you key?
Uh-oh.
That's S-T. U.
Uh-oh.
You missed the U, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Now, what happens when you make a mistake?
I don't know.
You have to
You
start
can't
over.
backspace, can you?
No.
You can't fill in the hole,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
You have to go back and key another one.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me based on what I just told you, your first name starts with a J, K, L, M. No, excuse me. A, B, C, D, E.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Wait, what?
Your first name starts with an E.
Yeah.
Because I said it was A, B, C, D, E, right?
Yes.
Then the next letter is J, K, L, M.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then another M.
Yep.
Yes.
And then a A.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep.
How am I doing?
I'm
Yes.
Not
good.
bad for an old man.
That's cool. That is so cool. Yep. That is so. I am back home, and let me see. So, y'all, I was kind of disappointed because I didn't find everything that I was looking for, and I knew I was gonna find everything that I was looking for because guess what? It's books that people sell back. I wasn't too disappointed, but I was a little bit disappointed at the prices because since, I don't know if this is me, but since I've been going to half price books, I've literally been seeing their books, the price increase. And I'm pretty sure it's probably because of inflation and all the things that are going on in the country right now. So I totally get that they have to increase the prices a little bit, but I'm telling y'all, I'm seeing prices that are the price of new books. I really am. And when it comes to second price books or secondhand books, I'm very particular anyway. So I feel like if I'm going to spend $14.99 on a used book, and then I look on Amazon and then it's $11.49, which place you really think I'm going to get the book? I'm actually just going to get it from Amazon because number one, it's not secondhand. Number two, it's brand new. No one's ever had it. It's no blemishes. It's no scratches. But y'all know sometimes, now y'all know, Amazon can send y'all. They can send some books that you're like, why would you send this? And sometimes I do think, like, as an adult, why are you sending me a bent up book? Like, you really cannot be this dumb. That's something, that part of it is something wrong. Something is wrong with people's cognitive ability, like their intellectual ability, and just maybe their integrity and their moral ethics. But anyway, so I just kind of feel like I don't want to pay $14.99 for a secondhand book. I don't. And that's me. And maybe everyone feels totally different about it. They feel like, well, hey, I'm going to just buy the book for $14, even if it's secondhand, because it's pouring money in the community. Like, I totally get that. But I'm not going to pay $4 extra for something that I can get brand new from like Amazon or Book Outlet. So literally, this is what happened. So while I was in there, I did find, as you saw, I did find a couple books that was on my Book Outlet list that I wanted to get because I have been looking for some fantasies that I can add to my book collection for my fantasy collection. And so some authors I knew I wasn't going to find because they are African-American authors. And I mean, we just all know that African-American authors are just not, they're not hyped up. Which is sad because the representation for them are just not there. Like the marketing, the advertising it's not there. So when you go into like places, I don't care where you go, unless it's a Black owned bookstore, you will definitely not find a large or a huge selection of African-American authors. So a lot of the authors that I was looking for were African-American. But some of them were also like Nigerian. I don't know if they were like Nigerian American, but I know they were Nigerian and African American authors. So I ended up going ahead and buying Rage. I think it's Rage of the Dragon by Evan Winter. I went ahead and purchased that from Amazon because I've not been able to find that book anywhere in any store. It doesn't matter where I've been. I've been to 4 stores. I've been to 4 independent bookstores. And I've been to like 2 like books. I've been to Books A Million. Now, the last place I have not been was Barnes & Noble. And I literally just found that there's a Barnes & Noble in Noonan, which I totally forgot that Barnes & Noble was still open. So I'm actually going to try Barnes & Noble, but I already purchased it now on Amazon because sometimes the price increases if you just don't go ahead and purchase it. But there were some African-American authors that I could not find. So I was kind of bummed about that, but I knew that my chances of finding them were very, very slim. So every book that I had gotten at Half Price Books, I went to Book Outlet, and I know this might be like so trifling, y'all, but I was getting ready to check out, and I think I had about seven books. And all of the books were hardcover. They were like $15, like $15 a piece, y'all. $15. So I was thinking like, do I really? Because let me tell you what happened. Because yesterday I had already added them to my Book Outlet cart. But because I wanted to purchase them at a local bookstore, I decided to go to Half Price Books. So I found half of the ones that were in my cart. But when I calculated my total at Half Price Books before I got to the counter, it was over $100. It was literally like maybe $110. So I was like, ooh. So then I was like, let me go back here and see something. So I went to Book Outlet, and y'all know Book Outlet is having like this probably when y'all see this video, that promotion will probably be over, but they were having buy 4 get 1 free. So every 4 you buy, you get 1 free. So that's 2 free books for 10. So for 10 books, you get 2 free. So I ended up going to Book Outlet, and I purchased them. I ended up just purchasing them on Book Outlet, and my total, y'all, was only $49 for literally like all 8 books. But then I ended up keeping these because Book Outlet did not have these. So, okay, I ended up getting the Atlas 6. Oh, y'all can't see that. Sorry. But I ended up getting the Atlas 6 because like, I really want to have a more expansive fantasy collection than I have now. So I'm really trying to build onto things that I actually may like. So I'm hoping that I like this. It had really good reviews on Amazon as well as Goodreads. And then I found this recommendation from, oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so bad at these names. But she had, I think, this particular book on one of her, I think like either TBRs or fantasy recommendations, and she recommended this particular book, and I thought it was really interesting. So I decided that I wanted to pick it up because I want to read it. And this book was only $9.49, which wasn't too bad because I went on Amazon and it was like $10. So the prices were very comparable. And y'all, even though I buy a lot of books, I'm also very frugal and I'm very strategic. So I always look around first before I commit to buying a book from one place. So this book centers, this book centers 6 uniquely talented musicians are selected to earn a place in the Alexandrian society, the foremost secret society in the world. The ones that are chosen will secure a life of power and prestige. Each of the 6 newest recruits have their reasons for accepting the society's elusive invitation, even if it means growing closer than they could have imagined to the most dangerous enemies or risk unforgivable betrayal from most of their trusted allies. So this sounds really, really good. So I can't wait to get into this one. So I don't know if I want to add this to this month's reading stack or not, because y'all know last month in October, I already had set my thriller. I had already set my TBR for October and November. So maybe I will just have to move this to December's TBR. I don't know yet. And I'm a mood reader, so we all know that when you're a mood reader, you just have to read whatever you're in the mood for. So the next one that I picked up, this is also, I want to say fantasy. So this is also fantasy. I think this is actually adult fantasy. This is The Justice of Kings by Richard Swan. So actually, I want to get the last book. I don't care. I haven't read this first one, but I definitely want to get the last book because there's a person of color on the third book in the series. And y'all, the front cover, I'm sorry, it's gorgeous. So I'm definitely going to go to Amazon after I finish this video and I'm ordering the other 2 books. I'm so serious right now, and I know I'm being impulsive, but I need that cover of the third book on the shelf. So this month we're supposed to be, hopefully y'all pray that we're back home. So by the time, hopefully by December, like y'all will see me in a totally different setting. Hopefully I have my room fixed up and I have all my books on the shelf. So hopefully I'm praying that we literally be home before Christmas, because I'm so ready to get home and put my books on the shelf and just, I don't know, just get cozy with the books. But this is by Richard Swan, and I got this recommendation from Chocolate Covered Pages. I absolutely love Kiona's page. See, now I remember her. I remember her because I watch her. Well, I watch almost all of my favorite YouTubers every day. As soon as they upload, I have those notifications on. As soon as they upload, I'm looking at their videos. And then with Kiona, I think she's been on YouTube for like 4 years, I think. So she has tons of videos that I usually just binge watch on the weekend, and I absolutely love her page. So I'm like, I stalk her YouTube. No, I'm just joking. Kiona, if you're watching this, I'm just joking, girl. But I do watch her videos, so I'm literally binging her older videos right now. And she actually recommended this book on her page, and then that's how I ended up finding about the third one, because I was like, oh, I want to read that, and then I need that third book, just like she said. So this book is about, let me see, because when I read the synopsis, I think it was in the inside. And this was actually $8.99. I don't know. They put the price on the inside. So let's see. I saw the synopsis somewhere. Okay, let me get my phone. I read the synopsis on Amazon. That's what it was. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is that book that Kiona had on her YouTube video. So I snatched this one, but of course I checked the price first. So this is The Justice of Kings. So I'm actually gonna show y'all. Oh, they have all 3 of them on Amazon for $49. That's a steal. That's a good price. That's weird, because this was actually $10 on Amazon like 3 hours ago. So I'm just gonna put a picture of it on the screen so y'all can see it a whole lot clearer. Okay, so this book is about, it says, the umpire of the wolf simmers with unrest. Rebels, heretics, and powerful patricians all challenge the power of the imperial throne. Only the order of justices stands in the way of chaos. Sir Conrad von Valt is the most feared justice of all, upholding the law by way of his sharp mind, arcane powers, and skill as a swordsman. At his side stands Helena Sadanka, his talented protege, orphaned by the wars that forged the empire. When the pair investigates the murder of a provincial aristocrat, they unearth a conspiracy that stretches to the very top of imperial society. As the stakes rise and become even more personal, Von Valt and Helena must make a choice to abandon the laws they've sworn to uphold in order to protect the empire. So I definitely love books that kind of give me like those Civil War fantasy vibes. So I can't wait to get into this one. So this may end up on like December's TBR. I'm not sure or not. But those are the only 2 books I got today. I only spent like $20. I mean, which really wasn't bad, because the regular prices on Amazon was really comparably the same. So, and I think this one was actually $14.99 on Amazon, and then this one was $10. So that's practically comparable. But anyway, so if you have a half price books, let me know. If you've been to a half price books, let me know what your favorite fantasy reads are. Put your recommendations below in the comments, and y'all already know what to do. put a book emoji in the comments. So, and I want to actually appreciate everyone who comes back weekly and daily to watch my YouTube channels. It really does make a difference. It just really motivates me to keep going, regardless of how old I am. Trying to compete with these young folks. I remember saying that when I was like younger, like trying to compete with older people. It's so weird how life is so cyclical. But anyway, so if you stay to the end, like I said, put a book emoji in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.